The road less traveled means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, yeah. People nowadays think that, there can only be one way. There's not only one way, man. There's so many different ways. And, you should be allowed always to make that personal choice. Who you worship, doesn't affect my life. So I'm not going to get mad at if you worship either Jehovah or Jesus or Allah. It doesn't matter to me. What matters is what makes you comfortable and what makes you happy and how you live your life and how you beautify and better your life with those teachings, to me, as long as you don't hurt nobody, it's cool. You know what I mean? You live your life in a way that doesn't hurt anybody, man, you're probably doing pretty good. Jay does off-road stuff, yeah. So, but he brought up the idea about, like, oh yeah, I get it. It's even like business. If I stayed at where I was working, man, I'd be working for somebody else's dream. And I was like, yeah, see, and if you would have been traveling their path. And the same thing with me, as a designer and artist, if I just sold designs to some other brand, I wouldn't get to creatively direct my path in life, yeah. So I mean, that's kind of like the theme and the concept behind the road that's traveled is the road we travel. It's open for a lot of different interpretation. You can apply it on a personal level, or I mean, you can go with the one that we set for you guys.
It was great because I don't really have always the creative mind to come up with these things. That's why, he's the artist and the designer. And as for the colorways and stuff like that, I just pretty much give some input, but pretty much just leave it all up to him and the farmers team.
What I appreciate about Jay allowing me to design this and come up with the theme and stuff was he respected my lane and what I'm good at and stuff. It's like, okay, hey Jay, I want to do this to my truck, and I'm over there telling him how to do his job. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. That'd be really stupid of me. Truck is probably gonna break because that's not what I'm good at. So if you want to go to somebody and get a fucking awesome truck built in a particular way with some quality, man, you see him. You want logo design, you want concept and creation and art. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, so we decided to work with farmers again for this year's event. Been really blessed to have that opportunity. For one, the whole theme is the road less traveled is the road we travel, which means just not always following the easiest path, in life and everything.
Like even climbing a mountain, there's many ways to the top, and there's a lot of different ways to get to them, and it's a personal journey, so everybody can go the way and take the path that they feel is right for them.
We got these shirts, hats, stickers that we will be releasing on the 17th along the way from Hilo to Kona. So 17 is the day of the cruise, it's the day of the release. It's a big day for us. We're gonna be meeting up somewhere in Hilo at about 8:30, which we're gonna have the get together, abiding by the CDC guidelines with masks and social distancing and all that. It's gonna make things a little tough, but I'm gonna do them.
So if you take the peak of a mountain, okay, there's not only one path to get to the top to your destination. There's many paths. And at some point, you'll come up with your own path or your own direction. And maybe somebody else's path worked well for you in the past. But you always can modify it, and you don't have to stay on that path. And that's the thing about the road less traveled. You don't have to stay on the path that's there. You stay on the one that you think is right. You follow your own, you create your own path.